Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Installment Scout Selections here for Tuesday, January 17th. Before getting today's play of the day, quick recap what happened yesterday. We had a loss in the NFL with Ryan Suckup over 1.5 field goals and minus 110 on DraftKings. We thought that Suckup would get a decent amount of attempts because the Cowboys allow a bunch of attempts per game, and we saw the Tampa struggled in the red zone a lot all season long. The problem was Tampa couldn't reach the red zone. In fact, they couldn't reach any part of field goal territory for about the first 2.5 quarters. And then you ended up seeing the Cowboys open up a massive lead. And at that point, the game flow was awful for us. And Tampa had no reason to kick field goals because they were down double digits the entire second half. So to look at the actual game itself, Tampa offensively in the first quarter did nothing. In the second quarter, did nothing. Finished with 0 points in the first half, was 18-0. Dallas scored immediately to make it 24-0. And at that point, there were no chance that they were going to actually kick some field goals. So really just a bad read in general. Dallas had a great job of dominating. And Tampa, we thought would struggle offensively, but we thought they would be decent to actually get into plus territory, and then they would struggle. That didn't even happen. Tampa just looked awful, and the Cowboys blew them out. So either way, picked up a loss there. Look for a bounce-back winner here on Tuesday. And for the play that I'm going to go to hockey, look at a matchup between the Ducks and the Flyers, taking place at around 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And for this match, we're going to take a player prop in this one. It's going to be a shot on goals prop, and it's going to be Owen Tippett, the Flyers winger, over 2.5 shots on goal at minus 130 on DraftKings. Time recording of 3 a.m. Eastern Time. Couple reasons why I like Tippett over 2.5 shots. First reason, even though he's probably unknown to most casual NHL fans, we know the Flyers stink, and as a result, they have been promoting a youth movement with the team. And as a result, Tippett does have a pretty prominent role on the roster. He is currently the first line right winger. He's also on the first line of the power play. And you look at his numbers, he's been very aggressive when it comes to getting shots on net, and he's had a lot of opportunities. He's had at least 3 shots on goal in 4 of the last 5 games, and he's had 6 shots on goal in 2 of the last 3 games, including 6 shots against the Bruins yesterday. In that game, they lost 6-0. So the point is, Tippett has been very active, and it seems like the Flyers keep feeding him the puck and keeps firing it on net, which is why I do think 2.5 is a little bit too low. Plus, the Ducks are really the perfect team to bet against when it comes to shots on goal because the Ducks are incredibly bad defensively and they're allowing an insane number of shots. It's more shots than I've remembered any other team giving up in recent memory. Just for actual reference here, the Ducks are allowing 39 shots on goal per game, which is the most in the league. The second most in the league is Columbus, and Columbus is allowing a 35.3. So not only is Anaheim number 1 in the league in shots allowed, they're allowing more than 3 shots per game, more than second place. So they're basically lapping the field in shots allowed. I've never seen a defense this bad. It's actually impressive. You kind of have to watch them play to actually believe it. But the point is, Tippett, who has been one of the main shot getters for the Flyers for the last couple of weeks, now at 2.5 against a defense that's allowing roughly 40 shots on goal per game. I think Tippett should be able to get enough opportunities to go over this number. And the fact that he's on the first line and he's on the power play, I think definitely bode well for him. The Ducks' penalty kill is pretty awful, and I do think Tippett could get a couple of opportunities on the power play to boost his shot numbers. But the point is 2.5 for Tippett, I think, is way too low, and I do think that it's actually beneficial. He's a relatively unknown player to most people because the odds makers would have bumped the lineup by now. But 2.5 at minus 130 is a good price, and I do think you'll see a lot of money on the over, so I'll take it now. So play that once again here for Tuesday, January 17th. It's going to be on Owen Tippett over 2.5 shots on goal and minus 130 on DraftKings. Bye, everyone.